to my future research self. Well, you obviously know who I am. um, I think that this will be maybe interesting for you to look back and see what some of your early interests were that you may lose sight of or may forget about, and also how awkward you used to feel when you first made headway into becoming a researcher. And my interest in education began about 10 years ago when I started to teach international business and international politics courses. Um, First of all, in person, and then I became an online instructor. And I think the process of going online somehow really raised a lot of questions about what's effective in teaching. What are the effective methods for teaching? And that question or curiosity led me to instructional design, which is what my current profession is, and my current interest in my studies and future research. And I have so many questions within that larger area of what is good instructional design. What are the most effective ways of um, teaching? What creates learning? I know I'm not being terribly articulate right now, but and I'm also very interested in how do you teach about culture in an online setting. Um, I think it's kind of there's elements of learning about another culture that happen in person, and I'm wondering whether those elements can translate into an online setting. And part of this comes from I still am a teacher as well. I teach international politics courses in SUNY, and one of my endeavors is collaborating with an instructor in Mexico, and we teach a section of our courses together. And so that's raised the questions for me about how do you teach culture online? Can you? So yeah, and I think also I'm interested in being having a researcher's mindset, um, and in my profession, I'm often in a position where I need to explain to an instructor why a certain approach is a better approach. And I think if I can articulate to them, which I do often, but um, if I can do even more, articulate to them the the research that supports a particular approach. And then for me to be even more advanced in able to analyze that research, and to look at its application and then go back to the research and look at the methodology, etc., and maybe find new questions. So the process of research and application, and that exchange, or the iterative, I guess it's sort of describe it as an iterative process of the back and forth. I think that's really interesting. So what else? I think that's good. I'm looking forward to this course.